What matters to me is this Broadcom story is really significant. And it's significant because Hock Tan, who is regarded as a very shrewd man, and I said yesterday he was a shrewd man, missed by $2 billion in revenues. And that shows you $1 billion of it's Huawei. That's the president, okay? $1 billion of it is just overall slowdown related to trade tension. Now we're starting to get it. Now we're starting to see why the Fed has to be worried. Because they did say that the trade war could slow growth. Well, here it is. It's upon us. And the Broadcom's slowing. Broadcom is a remarkably good company and a $22 billion company in sales, and it's being hurt. And that means everybody's being hurt.
If you missed exactly what Hock Tan said last night, you got to listen to this piece from the conference call.
With respect to semiconductors, it is clear that the U.S.-China trade conflict, including the Huawei export ban, is creating economic and political uncertainty and reducing visibility for global OEM customers. As a result, demand volatility has increased, and our customers are actively reducing inventory levels to manage risk.
Actively reducing inventory levels to manage risk. J.P. Morgan today says, their trading desk says, maybe this gets the White House's attention. Maybe that's the silver lining.
I just think that the president's resolve is so great that he really doesn't care. Remember, he did have this photo op with Hock Tan. He's another one of these great friends. What a kiss of death if you're the great friend of the president. That Hock Tan on that call was so subdued. I almost said, wow. I mean, Hock's down. Hock's down.
Not the man you interviewed just a few weeks ago.
No, I mean, the Hock Tan I like is the one who just said, we did it again, we did it again. I happen to love the guy. Now, a lot of people say, listen, Jim, he comes in, he slashes and burns. But CA was something he bought, the old computer stores, that was very good, was above plan. A lot of the data center was above plan, but I hate a subdued Hock because what it says to me is, yeah, things are bad. If the president knows Broadcom, if you listen to that, you have to make a decision. You have to say, okay, listen, I want to bust this Huawei. I got to, Hock Tan's a casualty. He is just a casualty of my decision to trash Huawei. And Hock Tan's not going to win in his pleading because I think the president regards Huawei as the Achilles heel of Xi. $100 billion company. 5G, which is something that's important for 2025 dominance, put some people out of work with Huawei. The president identified Huawei as something that does not fit. But the Xi for life stuff, I mean, the president's trade team, I know people think that periodically they think that some of them are off the reservation, okay? Lighthizer not. Huawei is the Achilles heel. You have to sacrifice Broadcom upon the altar of Huawei.
Well, what about Texan and Micron and NVIDIA and NXPI and AMD?
I would say NVIDIA, no, because they're the only one. AMD, no, because they've got great gaming. But the others, yeah, I mean, they have to be, look, mankind has to be crucified upon the cross of Huawei. Cross of gold is William J. Bryan. I trust the president so much on this. And I think Hock Tan misjudged the president's resolve on Qualcomm and stopping Qualcomm. I talked to Scott Barchet from Polweiss, who represented Qualcomm. He had never had a lack of confidence in the fact the president would block that. Hock Tan must think that the president's like all the other presidents. And he will listen and say, you know what, this is hurting American business. No, he listens and says, the Chinese are paying for our tariff, they're solving our budget deficit, and we will destroy Huawei. And everyone who has Huawei as a big customer, they're going to miss their numbers.
All right, so you're saying that he's not going to listen to Broadcom.
No.
He's not going to listen to Micron, who also spoke last night.
No.
He's not going to listen to the 600 companies that wrote this letter to the White House that includes Walmart and Costco. Nothing.
No.
Well, then why would anyone buy this market, at least for the next year?
Well, it is. Look, it's overbought here. I think that the answer is a lot of people feel that the more that he does this, the more likely the Fed is going to lower rates. The base loves this. Either he's got bad poll data on the base, or the base genuinely believes the more we do this, the more we're going to have like Gary Friedman, who's on Mad Money, who says, you know what, I'm going to start making furniture in the United States. It is incredible how much the media, here I go. The media misjudges Trump, too. Trump is about trying to bring the Chinese to their knees. When he bring them to their knees, then all of this business is going to come back and everybody wins.
All right, so we'll worry about who's going to make these pieces of furniture and how much they're going to be paid later. That's going to happen later.
He has to humble Xi. That's what he's about. He's got to humble his great friend Xi ahead of the G20. And the Achilles heel is Huawei.